Hello everyone and welcome to this video. This is the design that we will be working on in this video. So we start by opening a new page. We go to File, New, and we use the same settings we used during this course. Now we drag the color box right here. As you see, we have only one color. Sorry, I drag it here. Perfect. Now I use the Ellipse tool. I hold the Shift button to make symmetrical circle and I draw a circle right here. The circle is with the same color. I zoom in a little bit. Then I select the pen tool and I start drawing. I place the first dot right here. The second one here. I click and drag to make a curvy line like this. I place the third one in here. I click and drag like this again. Now I click on this dot again. Then I place the fourth one right here. I click and drag. I make a curvy line by the edge of the circle. Then another dot right here. I click and drag. Then I connect the last dot with the first one like this. I swap the fill with the stroke. I make the stroke in black. I zoom in a little bit. Then I use the curvature tool to adjust the shape of these lines right here. I add an extra dot in here, right here. Then I adjust this one like this. I add another one in here and in here as well. Then I adjust the shape like this. Perfect. Now I make the fill in white like this. I need to adjust the lower part like this to make sure that it's perfect. Now I select the pen tool and I place the first dot right here. Another one in here. I click and drag like this. I go back to this dot. I select it. I place the next one here. I click and drag. Then I go back to this one again. I click and drag like this. Then I select the last dot like this. I click and drag. Then I connect the last one with the first one like this to make the tree branch like this. Now I zoom in a little bit. I use the curvature tool and I delete this one. Then I adjust the branch like this. Perfect. Again, I go to the pen tool. I add a dot in here. I click and drag like this. I go back to this dot. Place the next one here. I click and drag to make the next branch. Then I connect the last one with the first one like this. Same thing. I make another branch. Place the first dot. The second one in here. I click and drag. I go back. I click and drag like this to make a curvy line. I select the last dot. Then I create another one in here. Sorry, I need to go back. I place another one in here. I click and drag to make a curvy line. Then I connect the last one with the first one like this. Now I select the curvature tool to adjust the shape. In case you made an error or anything when drawn while you are working with the pen tool, don't worry, because you will use the curvature tool to fix your shape. Keep going like this. Perfect. Now we go to the right side again and we add another branch. Sorry. Now I select the pen tool. I place a dot in here, sorry. I place a dot in here. Next one in here, I click and drag like this. Then I keep going like this to create this shape right here. And always I connect the last dot with the first one. Now I use the pen tool, the curvature tool, to fix the shape as I said before. Now we add one more branch. Place the first dot in here, another one in here. We click and drag to make a curvy line. We go back to the last dot and we connect the last one with the first one like this. Perfect. This is our logo design so far. I select it. Then I deactivate the stroke like this. That's perfect. Just a little bit adjustments to the branches. Like this. Maybe this one as well. Another adjustment, I keep going. I zoom in a little bit so that I can work properly. I select the curvature tool and I will adjust the shape a little bit like this. The tree shape. Keep going like this. Sorry, I need to go back. And here we are. Perfect. As you see, I constantly make changes because sometimes you take a look at your design and you think after you make a change it can be even better. You try it. If it's so, you leave it. If not, you go back. Now I make this little shape right here. We make it look like a leaf. Perfect. I drag it right here and I rotate it a little bit. I hold the Alt button and drag it to duplicate it. I rotate the replica like this. I duplicate it again. I rotate this one like this. Perfect. Now I duplicate this shape, the leaf again, and I put it around this branch. I duplicate it again. To duplicate a shape, hold the Alt button, then drag it to duplicate it. There are many ways to duplicate a shape, but this is the easier one. Hold the Alt button, then drag your shape to duplicate it. Now, as I said, I will put the leaves around the branch like this. Perfect. I rotate this one a little bit. And here we are. Again, I duplicate the leaves. I hold the Alt button and drag it. Now I'm gonna select the whole shapes by holding Control and Alt to select all the tree shapes. Then I hold the Alt button and drag them to duplicate all the tree at once. Again, and I put them right here. I duplicate this one right here. This time I will duplicate only one and we put it right here. Perfect. And this is the final look of our design. You can make any other adjustments if you want. You can change the color, adjust the shape of the tree or the leaves. It's totally up to you. I'm just showing you the ways and the tools to do. And in case you made any mistake, you select Ctrl+Z from the keyboard to go back to your last point. This is in case you made an error or any mistake. And of course you can add a text to your logo design. And as I always say, you can change your logo design to any size, color or font. It depends on what you are doing. Perfect. And here we are. This is the final look of our design. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video to work on the next logo design.